Hello YouTube and welcome back to another NHL 25 video. Today I will just talk about Team of the Year because I read so many comments on Reddit, and technically I never really take Reddit serious because I think Reddit is a place where everyone just goes and complains even when there is nothing to complain about. But in some ways I really agree with some of the posts I saw, because we all know that Team of the Year is the best event in the year, and every single year a lot of people in the player base are saving from day one. Firstly, what I want to talk about is I don't really think that Team of the Year is the best event in the game, and the reason why is we always get the best cards, but they're pretty much the same. And I also think that it's not the best event because not everyone can participate, and with that I mean if you don't play the game pretty much from day one, or if you are not spending money, you really don't have a chance to make these cards. And again, I'm not complaining about the cost because I actually believe that the cost is really reasonable for these cards. But the fact that we don't have the second event going into the parallel with Team of the Year, there's really nothing to grind for when you are a casual player. Every other event EA release, we can get one MSP for free each week, or we have a bunch of collectibles we can exchange for packs just to get more fodder. Unfortunately, Team of the Year is not really giving you that much, because let's say you just picked up the game over the Christmas and you are not really grinding rivals, squad battles and focusing on objectives. You are just playing when you can and how you can. If for example you go and complete every single moment, and I still think that the moment with let's say Team of the Year Natalie Spooner on Pro difficulty and Team of the Year moment with McKinnon on All-Star difficulty will be really difficult for a casual player base. So let's say you can only complete 4, so you would only get yourself 4 collectibles here. When it comes to the wildcard, I actually think everyone can complete it. If you struggle online, just play offline. You can even play on Superstar difficulty against the CPU and put your controller down. You still will get it completed. So it means you would get all these collectibles as well on top of the ones you get from moments. And as you can see, already completed, but there also are Team of the Year objectives. And basically what you have to do is score goal with every single player who have the Team of the Year card, which is McDavid, McKinnon, Spooner, Taylor Heisey, and Nikita Kucherov. And you can use any card. If you struggle to do that, or you don't have the cards, you can always go and let's say play moments over and over again. You can draft some of the players in the wildcard. I think objectives is something also everyone can complete. But the reason why I'm going through these things, which you already know, is that even if you let's say complete everything and you also open your daily pack every single day for 7 days each week you would be able to get yourself 90 collectibles, and 90 collectibles only would give you 387 overall players. And even if you would just want to go and make the Team of the Year MSP, which doesn't upgrade, you cannot even do that because you need 587 overall players. If you're a casual player or player who is not playing a lot, I probably would not even recommend you trading in the 587s, because probably 587s would help your team more than 190 overall McDavid or McKinnon. Again, the stat-wise, the MSPs and Team of the Year ultimate cards are the same. The only difference is the free abilities and that they will not upgrade. But the fact that you cannot even earn it for free, it's really stupid. That's why I think if they release the Team of the Year event, they have to release some kind of content in a parallel with Team of the Year event. So people who are not focusing on Team of the Year, they can still grind everything out and improve their teams. Now the Team of the Year is 2-week event, so it means for week 1 and week 2, everyone who cannot participate in Team of the Year event will basically be just playing the game and, I don't know, getting extra 87s every now and then if they can, and they will just sit on them and probably use them in the next event. If they don't want to release, let's say, the second event in the same time as Team of the Year, they have to give, I don't know, more moments, objectives, or anything for casual players to grind for. Because give them something, then they can still improve the team. Give them a bunch of 75s or 76s so they, I don't know, can go and make an X Factor or maybe even Power Up icon, which I really don't recommend because we saw what they're doing with Power Up or hologram icons. When they're releasing an upgrade card, that card is much better than an actual hologram icon, but still, at least there will be something they could work towards to improve their team. Technically, if you grind everything out week 1 and week 2, you would end this event with 687 overall cards. And what I would recommend is that you don't trade them in for, let's say, 190 overall MSP, because the events after Team of the Year will probably require 86s or 87s. And if that's the case, you have a really good start to make an MSP. And basically just go and try to improve your team, put some new players and stuff like that. If you still want to go and make 90 overall MSP for McDavid or Nathan McKinnon or Taylor Heisey or Marie-Philippe Poulin or anyone you want, that's up to you. But I just don't think that there is enough for the player base to grind towards to. This event is basically built for you have to be ready. If you are not ready, then you have to go and spend money. The objectives and the moments and the stuff they're giving us to play and improve our teams is just not enough. I really was expecting that they will give us enough 87s, for example, in week 1 and week 2, then we could at least make 190 overall MSP each week. And then it's up to us how we want to use that MSP. Do we want to use, let's say, and have a discount when we want to make Team of the Year for the people who was saving or grinding the game from day one, or for any player who was not doing that. They would have two really good cards they could add to their team. And for example, if you would be able to leave this event with the base Nathan McKinnon and base McDavid, your team would massively get better. But the fact that you can only make one after 2 weeks is quite meh in my opinion. I also was expecting a B&D set, and that's probably because we are getting a little bit used to EA's generosity, or call it like you want, because they did that with the fantasy event, and I personally was expecting to see something like that in Team of the Year as well. To make any of the ultimate Team of the Year cards, you basically need 1587 overall cards. I think what would be cool is if we would be able to trade in, let's say, 9 or 8 87s for a B&D version of the card. Yes, it would be random and you could only maybe do it once, but that at least would give us a chance to pull the best Team of the Year card out. Because to be honest, Connor McDavid, the best Team of the Year card, Nathan McKinnon, one of the best Team of the Year cards, if not the best. Nikita Kucherov also is really great. Natalie Spooner probably would be in tier 6 for me, but still a decent card even if you pull her. And Marie-Philippe Poulin and Taylor Hazy, both are really great cards. And if you have a chance with a discount to pull one of them, why not EA? But yeah, I guess this content team just gives us something and then takes away and then brings it back. And on top of that, there is really no excitement for week 2 Team of the Year cards because they accidentally or not accidentally get leaked again. We know that Megan Keller is getting Team of the Year card, so will there be a trade-in set for her fantasy card? And if yes, how many 87s we will need to trade in, because those discounts are really funny. Considering her Team of the Year also need to be at 94 overall because they always should match the highest overall that card have, I can see them still asking us to trade in like 3 87s or something like that. Cale Makar also was confirmed, so for people who were waiting, don't worry, Cale Makar is getting Team of the Year card on Friday, so yeah, there is really no any excitement. And because we don't have a second event at the same time, and we already know half of the Team of the Year cards we will see. And let's say if I don't want to make any of them, what do? Wait another week until the next event? Just a little bit boring in my opinion. Something I'm wondering what the content will look on Tuesday and Wednesday, because usually on those days we see content related to the current event. They cannot really release any not Team of the Year cards because they're all pre-made. So we know we will see Team of the Week content again, which probably will be like meh, no one is interested in anyway. We will have a new weekly objectives card which no one will grind for. Of course, we also will see a champs reward which people will play just because it's additional 88 overall you can trade in for Team of the Year card. But what I really hope is to see some really cool objectives moments released on Tuesday and Wednesday, so people who don't participate in Team of the Year event can actually grind and improve their teams. Because one of the best things EA actually implemented this year is the collectible sets with every single event, where if you open, let's say, a daily pack, you grind objectives, moments and stuff like that, and if you don't want to make any of them SPs, we was able to go and make packs, we was able to go and make guaranteed overall cards for any future events, and I think that was a W. The fact that we don't have that now for the next 2 weeks, it's quite meh in my opinion. Let me know down in the comment sections below also, what do you think about Team of the Year event in general? Do you think it's overrated? Would you like NHL video games without Team of the Year events? Or you still really like to save for the 6 cards each week? This was me mostly sharing and yapping today because there's really no any content, and I did a lot of player review videos and I will continue doing them because as you can see I have Taylor Heisey and Marie-Philippe Poulin X Factors, and what I will do, I probably will go and trade them in for Team of the Year cards, and I also will do that for Connor McDavid. So in the end of the day, if I have their maxed out X Factors, I will just go and upgrade them to Team of the Year cards. I play this game way too much, it's not even healthy how much I played, and considering I'm saving from day one usually and I'm not really using my fodder for anything else, my team is good enough, then I don't really need to save those 87 overall cards. If Megan Keller's Team of the Year set will have a really decent discount, we may try to get her done as well. I would really like to make Makar, but at the same time, I don't think I have enough fodder left. But we still have 1 week to grind the game, and hopefully there will be more content or something we can actually earn something to participate in these events. Because realistically, if let's say you completed all your squad battle objectives or your rivals objectives, you grinded champs and stuff like that, you still can earn enough fodder. But let's be very honest, no one really have time to live in this game as far as you are not like a full-time content creator or you are not working from home. So the only way for you to actually get some kind of fodder is to open the packs. And I don't recommend anyone spending money. And I also can guarantee that if you will spend coins on any of these packs, you probably will not pull anything. So personally, I think EA need to change the structure of Team of the Year a little bit. I don't think they need to take the event away because the hype around it is quite big, but they definitely need to release more content during Team of the Year, because if you're not participating in Team of the Year event, there is really nothing for you left to do. Let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoyed today's yapping video. Have a good one and see you on the ice.